Okay? So that's why I want to keep some of these that were done very, very well. Okay, so we'll start on the squid. Tell me what I need to do.
For bivalvia, that's the
No,
muscle.
for cephalopoda.
Cephalopida, we need the eye, the siphon funnel.
Okay, hang on for a second. I will go through this so that we will have it. Give me 1 second. And it's membrane covered, but there's the eye. Are we all right?
Sure.
I feel like I'm at a press conference. Okay, keep going.
The siphon funnel.
Okay, siphon or funnel, which is used obviously to direct water out of the animal, and they can direct it in a number of ways. So obviously brought into the body tube and then shot out the siphon or funnel. What else do we need?
Let's look at that pen that I took out.
The pen. Okay, there we go. The pen is a reduced internal skeleton or shell, right? And obviously it would be inside the animal. What else do we need?
Arms and tentacles. There's only one tentacle on there, though.
Oh, well, there should be two. All right, but realize the longest one are called arms. The longest ones are called tentacles. The shortest ones are called arms. These small ones are called arms. Okay, go ahead.
We got the ink sac.
The ink sac, which is, the ink is technically called sepia. And you see this silver gray sac which contains ink that they use obviously for defense.
The gills to the branchial heart.
Okay, so there we go. A pair of gills running down. Got it?
Yes.
I'm going to quiz you to see if you're paying attention. All right, keep going.
While we're there, we should point to the branchial heart.
The branchial hearts, all you have to do is follow the gills down, and you should be able to find the branchial hearts. And right there, kind of hard to see, but right there is a branchial heart. So follow the gill down. Here's a branchial heart here. And they've got an interesting circulation. We'll talk about that. And if you follow the gill right down there, there's another branchial heart. Don't worry about the systemic heart. Two branchial hearts at the base of the gills. Keep going.
Let's go for the gonads.
The gonads. Okay. An interesting thing about all of that is when you look at the generalized squid, if I can hold that for 1 second, she's nervous because she thinks I'm going to get squid juice on it. This is where this holds up very, very nicely. So if you look at number 38, gonad, right? And you look at number 41, cecum, or what's called the intestinal cecum. So what you do is you put this right here, and let me show you. The solid structure here is the gonad. You see it? Right there. And it's a little bit broken, but that's okay. Right here, this sac-like structure right here was the cecum. So gonad over here, solid, and then the kind of fluid-filled intestinal cecum right there. Let's see if I can expose that cecum a little bit more. It was a sac right here, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was jelly-like.
It was jelly-like. How many people saw that? Okay. And I'm verbalizing things like solid gonad and then kind of gelatinous intestinal cecum, so you know where we're coming from. And again, you nicely see the pen right here. Do you see that? The reduced internal shell called the pen. What else do we need?
Intestines.
Oh, that was at the intestinal cecum. Yeah.
Okay. So the mantle, the body tube.
Okay, the body tube, easy enough. This is the mantle, right? Which is now modified into a body tube. Okay. The beak. Ah, this is going to be fun. What I've got to do is cut into the head, get the buccal, what is called the buccal mass, and then there'll be a little beak. Now you would imagine on a 60-foot, 1-ton giant squid, the beak would be absolutely enormous. This is obviously an apparatus that's used in feeding, right? So what I've got to do, watch this, I've got to cut into the head. Right? Open up like this and expose what's called the buccal mass. You see that right there? That little bulbous thing? We'll pull that out.
peanut.
Pull it out. Complete with sound effects. And now I cut into the buccal mass and a structure called a beak. Don't worry about the radula that's inside. How cute is that? A little bird beak. Isn't that adorable? I wouldn't want to get bitten by that one, but I wouldn't want to get bitten by one from a colossal or a giant squid, right? That would hurt. Okay, that would be beyond hurt. Okay, what else do we need?
Radula, you said don't worry about
Don't worry about radula.
Stomach.
Stomach. I think I saw that exposed over here. There's your sac-like stomach right here. Very obvious if you see a sac-like structure, that'll be the stomach. Yes.
The fin in the back.
The fin, easy enough. Fins, pair of fins right there.
And the chambered nautilus shell.
The chambered nautilus shell you can look at. Okay. What else? Okay, so let's go to the next animal. Let us go to the clam, shall we?
Sure.